So I dedicated about two separate segments across two separate episodes of the relay. I dedicated two separate segments of the Ring IQ hate mail to Insulin Javi and his pre-diabetic fanboy drivel. I felt an obligation to do so because the thing about David Benavidez's fans is they always try to augment reality. They want you to give him more credit for fighting people sloppy seconds than the people who did it first. They really do. They want you to pretend that he did a better job on Caleb than Canelo did. Canelo left that man slumped over the ropes. With David, he finished the fight on his feet and he never even got knocked down. Um, with Vosdick got knocked out before and after he fought David Benavidez, but not by David Benavidez. Now he's fighting Zerto, who Dmitry Bivol took to school, and they act like it's all offensive to say, you know what? You're a bigger, younger guy than he is. You should be able to plow through him. You shouldn't struggle with this guy at all because they don't call Dimitri a monster. They call you a monster. What it do, Real Talk? What it do, Michael? What it do, Killer J Flint 5? We out. So I dedicated like two separate segments to Javi's silly, goofy bullshit. Why are people saying Mobili is. I don't know. Literally, I don't know. I don't know. David Benavidez himself called him a fucking monster. Jose called him a monster. But now he's a cherry pick. What it do, Cervecero? David fans have to rely on what he would do. For real. That's the only kind of conversation you can have with them. Well, David woulda. He woulda. That's the only kind of conversation you can have with them dudes is hypotheticals and shit. Like, we not talking about a real sport. We got to talk hypotheticals when it comes to David. And all I'm saying is, yo, David's fans want you to give him more credit for fighting these people that already got beat than the people that beat them. Like, yo, you just fighting Zerto, homie. Like, real is real. You just fighting Zerto, bro. That's not better beef. That's not Opataya. That's Zerto. And we all know why you fighting him. You know why you fighting him. Because you sparred the dude for over 100 rounds. Why would we be falling out of our seat over that? Why? It's like, it seems pretty common sense, So I had to take the time out to address Javi, right? Because Javi doesn't want to give Crawford no credit for the Spence fight. And he doesn't want to give him credit for the Canelo fight. And I'm thinking, yo, ain't those two dudes that your favorite fighters wish they fought? Your dudes that you like, Sebastian and Virgil, them dudes are still chasing around the Spence fight. They still chasing around the Spence fight. But guess who fought him and guess who beat him and did it first? Crawford. Then your boy David, he's still chasing a Canelo fight. He's a cruiserweight doing that. But who fought him and who beat him? Crawford. And for whatever reason, oh, well, you don't like Crawford. His resume is weak. Well, I guess their resume's got to be weaker than his because they dream about fighting the people that he fought. I seen you was on IBFP earlier, Real Talk, talking to Insulin Javi and them dark circles around his fucking eyes, bro. That motherfucker don't need to worry about fucking David Benavidez, bro. He need to worry about that fucking dialysis. David was wearing a big baby Miller toupee last night. For real, yo. Happy Javi must be punked in school. Yo, the dude is a weirdo, like I said. And I'm like, the wild shit about these dudes to me, I would say, is you could like all them dudes. You could fuck with David, Sebastian, Virgil, all of them. What the fuck that got to do with me? Why is you bothering me with this dumb shit? This fucking retard jumped on here not but a few hours ago talking about Sebastian is the best at 147. What, like, fam, what are you talking about? I'll tell y'all, Sebastian's first two fights as a professional boxer was at 147. His first two fights was at 147. But shortly after that, that same year, he moved up to junior middle. So you telling me because of two fights that he had, I guess that's what you're saying, because he had two fights at 147, that automatically makes him the best at 147, even though he never proved he was the best at 154. I feel like a fucking retard having this conversation. Like I gotta explain that, it takes a little bit more than two fights to prove that you're the best in a division. It would take more than that. Like I would think that most people would understand that. Yo, dog, I can't talk to that dude, real talk. I can't talk to that dude, bro. That dude is retarded, bro. I don't know how y'all sit on the panel with IBFP talking to that fucking dude. Like, yeah, that dude is literally like that dude is a retard. But hey, he's good for content, right? He's a fucking idiot, so he's good for the content. Shout out to Brim. A Benavidez promotion is saying Canelo's name. What have I said for the longest time, Brim? The biggest part of promoting David Benavidez is mentioning Canelo. Without that, there is no promotion. The interviewers, all in the buildup of this weekend's fight, don't have nothing to say about Zerto, don't have nothing they want to ask, nothing they want to know. Everything is Canelo, 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 and maybe a little sprinkle of Bivol in there somewhere in there.
What's up, guys?
Ain't shit, bro. Fucking, I was talking to that potato face. He snuck in earlier on the afternoon talks, Javi. He
Yeah.
snuck in,
What's up? My
and
bad. I was trying to get my shit situated.
this dude
Um.
started. This dude was saying just the most off the wall. You ever
Wait,
heard some
wait,
shit?
what you mean he snuck in?
He snuck in, bro. Like I'm talking to Devontae and Herb and Jay and just the guy, and then a little name popped up in there. I'm talking to them, and I didn't realize that was him. I didn't know. But then he starts talking about Andre, and that gave it away. Like, Andre, who the fuck is a fan of Andre?
Who the
Andre,
fuck is talking about Andre?
He talking about
yo,
Boo Boo?
Hello,
yo,
ladies.
yo, on God, bro.
He
Hello,
I'm
hello,
like,
said,
ladies.
he said,
This
hold
is
on, that's a
Andre.
Benavides cock sniffer.
cause listen, Andre don't have fans. Real talk, like that dude don't have fans. Benavidez has fans, and they
Yeah.
pretend to be Andre. Cause I'm like, he just out the blue. I think Andre is because you know how he talk. He talk like he got diabetes and shit. He talk like he
Insulin, insulin Javi.
insulin Javi, bro. It was him with the dark circles. And
No,
yeah,
they call that nigga Rigby because he looks like the raccoon off of Adventure Time.
yo, V. So he starts talking about Andre, and I'm starting to catch on to like Andre. Normal people
Andre,
don't
yeah.
watch on. Listen,
That's a dead
Andre,
giveaway, man. That is
my
a dead
God,
giveaway.
they use Andre fights as punishment in China. They make you stay up for 36 hours
North
watching
Korea, their
Andre fight.
punishment
No,
is to
no,
watch. Yeah,
right?
you either get blown up by a missile or you have to watch Andre fights.
And most people pick the missile, bro.
Missile,
Straight
yeah,
up.
it's quick. Nothing left. I really
But you
like the thread right now that's going around. Well, Zerto's just really big. David's stepping up. Zerto's huge. And it's like, well, fucking for the first time in his career, he's fighting someone bigger or as big as him. I mean, he's been
I'm,
his
and
whole
it-
life, his whole fucking career has been beating up smaller dudes.
I mean, I don't, like Don, I don't like to do the thing where, you presume to be a know-it-all. You know what I mean? But when I look at David, I really don't. When I look at David, I don't see a boxer. Like I'm not exaggerating. Like a lot of what he does, and I said it on the other live, a lot of what he does is not actual boxing shit. When you hold the guy's head and you throw that's not a combination, bro. Like that shit ain't even legal. But if you could get away with it, whatever. But
If
it's
the
like,
ref lets you, fuck it.
yeah, like ain't
If the
nobody
ref
crying
lets you,
about
fuck
it.
it, do it.
But
Yeah.
if you looked at that and then you say, okay, well, let's see the pressure fighting of a Chavez or the pressure fighting of a Duran or the pressure fighting of a Better Beef, high level pressure fighters that throw combinations and know how to open up the opponent by putting punches, in certain places around the guard. That's not David, bro. That's literally not what he does.
I
He
mean,
just he's just a big
I'm still
fat guy.
I know
He's
I'm
just a
still
big fat guy,
entertained.
bro.
Listen, he's got two fly swatters. I'm still entertained by it. It's like he's swatting guys, he's slapping them on the side. They're just throwing leather, and it's fun to watch.
If they weren't so insistent that we have to view him in a certain light, then I might agree with you. But when you want me to marvel at what a monster he is, and he doesn't knock out Plant, and he doesn't knock
Well,
out
that is
Bozdik,
not
and he
obviously.
and he
Yeah,
doesn't knock out, like
yeah.
Morel. Morel had 11
Yeah.
fights, fellas.
I-
David, for perspective, he didn't even knock Morel down in the fight, right?
No,
Fast
Morel
forward
knocked him down.
I was
right?
gonna
Fast
say you beat
forward
me
two
by a
fights.
second.
Morel knocked him
Fast
down.
forward two fights. Morel fights a fucking 5'6" light heavyweight, and the 5'6" light heavyweight knocks him down. Katayev knocks him
Drops
down.
his ass.
I'm like, come on, bro. Like,
Yeah.
I don't want to keep doing this
Listen,
about this
we
fucking
can't
guy, bro.
we can't put stock into the monster thing. That was a Mike Tyson thing. He was high as fuck. He had him on his podcast. He was excited.
He does a
What
lot of
is it?
drugs. I respect that.
Okay,
Yeah, I
hold
don't
on,
care. I
hold
mean,
on,
listen, it was
hold
Mike
on,
Tyson.
because
I don't give a shit. But
I
we're not putting any. I don't put any stock into that name. There's no reason to give him that name. There's no
No.
he hasn't
let
earned
me
that name.
let
Yeah,
me
some dude tried to tell me
Wait,
he's
wait, go
like
ahead.
he like.
Wait, go ahead
Oh,
and
go ahead,
defeat it.
go
Go
ahead,
ahead
go
and
ahead.
defeat it. Go ahead and defeat it.
all
Go
right.
ahead.
I agree with
Man, fuck that
everybody.
guy. So some motherfucker trying to tell me like fucking. He's like,
Hey, I try to sell you good drugs, bro. I
man,
told you
you
that.
sold me some bunk weed, bro.
Oh
Oh
shit.
shit, dude.
No, but I agree with everybody. We don't like the way David moves, obviously, right?
Hmm.
But we can't really shit on his resume like that because I think you said it. I was looking at your video earlier. That hobby dude has a point because we
What?
could we could do the same shit to Terrence Crawford's resume.
No, we
Like,
can't.
yes, we
Nah.
can.
No,
Okay,
we can't.
what was his best win?
I would say his best win is Canelo Alvarez on the whole resume. I would say the best win is
Okay.
Canelo Alvarez. But here's why you can't do that. Undefeated. Here's what you got to understand, and most boxing fans do this. You have to account for time. Yes, right now, a lot of people would beat Errol. A lot of people would between 147 and 154. That's absolutely true. But he didn't fight Errol right now. That was 3 years ago. If I said, yeah, right now at 122, most people beat Rigo at 122 and 126. Yeah, that's true today. That wasn't true 3 years ago or 5 years ago. No. So you can't remove the fact that when you fought him, he was number two in the division. When you fought him, David never did that. You never fought the number two at any weight you ever fought. That's why you can't do that to Terrence's resume. If when he fought, for example, little lost statistic, Ray
Mhm.
Beltran and Ricky Burns were both number one and number two at 135. They were not scrubs. They were not nobody. They were the divisional number one and number two. He fought them both and he beat them both. What else is he supposed to do, right? He moves up. He fights all the guys who have the belts at 140. Same deal. He does the same thing at 35 at 47. Same deal. He's doing literally what you're pretending David is doing. He's going through the division and fighting the top fighters in the division and taking them out. David has never done that at any weight that he fought. He's not doing it now. Zerto is not the number one cruiserweight in the world. Everybody knows that. The whole world
Okay,
knows that. Zerto's not the
okay.
number
Let
one
me
cruiserweight in
And
the
you
world.
got to
let
remember,
me
all
hold
the
on, hold
while
on, hold on,
Terrence
hold
is
on,
putting
hold on, hold
babies
on,
in his wife, like
hold
baby
hold
after
on. Let
baby.
me let me counter that shit because
Okay.
I'm a Earl Spence fan.
Okay.
I fuck
I
with
know
Earl,
you
but
were
I'm
gay.
not I'm not them crazy Earl Spence fans, right? But let's say you, right, you say you got a little dick, and then your
Mhm.
wife says, you know what, you got a little dick. Can you really counter that, bro? Since you said it, because that's what Terrence Crawford did.
I know what you
What
mean.
Bro,
That
the
he.
fuck?
No,
I
no,
don't
I know. No,
know.
no,
Wait,
no,
What
no, no,
what?
no.
fucking analogy
No,
is
no.
this?
Listen, no. That's a good. It's actually a good argument because
Yes,
basically what he's saying is that Crawford disparaged his
e-
own win
exactly.
over. He disparaged his own, which yeah, I thought that was stupid too,
That
and
was stupid.
I thought it was stupid. But at the end of the day, bro, facts is
Yeah.
facts. That was number one and number two that fought. That wasn't
And
that wasn't two random guys. That wasn't a belt of opportunity. Errol Spence Jr. was widely perceived as being the second best welterweight in the world. And to a lot of people, some people thought he was the number one welterweight in the
Yeah, a
world.
lot of
That
most
doesn't
people. What I'm
and
so
how many
shocked
and how
by,
many fights?
hold on, what
How
I'm
many
surprised by
fights?
is how many people jumped ship because it seemed like everyone and their fucking grandmother was against Crawford, and everyone was a fucking hero. Where did all these Crawford fans come from?
Wait,
why do
hold
you
on.
what, no
How
wait a
many
minute, wait a
fights?
minute,
Did they come from?
wait. This is why I resent it. If you know, once again, I'm a content creator, so I'm inclined to pay attention. All the casual fans, only boxing people, only real boxing people knew Crawford is out of this guy's league. Only real boxing people knew that. A lot of the casuals liked Errol for the fight. A lot of the boxing fans liked Errol for the fight, and a lot of the the
The
celebrities and
LGBT community.
Yeah, all the boxing pundits,
they
all
they
those
they
motherfuckers.
liked they liked Errol for the
They like
fight.
Spence, yeah.
So what irritates me is Crawford proved you wrong. He proved you wrong. You were fucking wrong. You were way off about this. And now what you're
Yeah,
gonna do is
undefeated.
because you were so wrong, oh now it doesn't count? That's fucking gay, bro. That's for real, that's gay, bro. Stop being gay. Give that man
Okay,
his
and then
flowers.
I do give him his flowers, but he shit on his own resume there. And y'all were talking about the Cuban, Morel, right? How
Mm-hmm.
many fights y'all were saying that he only had 11 fights, right? Morel.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
He still
um.
only has 11 fights.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And how many fights did Madrimov have when he fought Bud?
11. 11. Now here's the
So
difference.
that's
No, wait.
yeah.
Here's the difference. Here's the difference. Nobody was shouting it from the rooftops that Crawford beat Morrell. Morrell isn't the second or third or fourth best win on Crawford's resume. I don't. Bro, I wouldn't even say that's like the ninth best win on his resume. To be honest with you,
I mean,
that's the
What's
Madrimov.
up,
difference.
boys?
I'm not sitting here telling you undefeated that yes, this amazing thing that he beat fucking Israel Madrimov, but the Benavidez fans are telling me that it's this amazing win that he beat David Morrell and got knocked down in the fight. If we're gonna do this, oh, okay, Crawford looked human with Israel Madrimov. You know what he
Yep.
didn't do? He didn't get knocked
Yeah.
down.
He didn't get knocked down.
Fair.
Yeah, but that's like a comparison though. It's
That's still
like
And
fucking lost
and
their
and
yeah,
fight.
and he
yeah.
cheated on his wife, and
Hey,
so
That's
Oh
this.
crazy.
yeah.
he's
That's
Now
true.
got
furthermore,
kids all over town.
now furthermore, if we're like once again, I don't like splitting hairs like this because it's loser talk. Only losers sit there counting,
Counting the
it's
Yeah,
loser shit.
yeah.
But if
This
if we
shit's
got to
getting a
do
little
this,
gay.
if we got to do this, remember Crawford was debuting at a new weight. David was not debuting at a new weight. You weren't even really fighting a fucking light heavyweight, bro. That dude was a super middleweight like you that moved up. Whereas Crawford, when he's fighting Madrimov, yeah, he's literally fighting at a new weight against a bigger guy than he's used to. And Crawford's older, David's younger. You can't really use that as a parallel if you don't factor in. They're like, David, you're in your prime. This guy is in his late 30s. He's
I
not in his
still listen.
prime.
Why is Crawford even coming up in this whole thing? Like, what's
It's because undefeated's gay.
no, no. I just like why is he using him as a comparison as
Because
opposed
I
to
was
somebody
talking
Oh,
about
else?
the video earlier.
no,
Yeah, like
yeah,
I don't
it's not
understand
really
what the fuck.
undefeated. He's talking about Javi.
Yeah,
Basically, what
yeah.
Javi's doing is he's trying to do to Crawford because he knows that's a fighter that I hold in high esteem. He's trying to do to Crawford what I do to David Benavidez. But you see that it doesn't match up properly, bro. It's not going
Oh, it's
to.
like a personal thing.
Yeah, like you see
Okay.
that
Well, that's
okay,
petty. That's so
this
petty.
guy likes Crawford. This guy
Yeah.
likes Crawford and he holds him in high esteem. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put him under a magnifying glass like he puts David Benavidez. But everything I say about David Benavidez is a simple matter of fact. It is. A
Yo,
simple matter of
Jules.
fact. Let me get the door. Let me get the door. Go ahead, bro.
Oh, what do you call? You know what I'm gonna say, bro? Like, there's nothing I'm to, but like, even Gamboa would be the best win on David Benavidez's resume. Gamboa at that time, I honestly think that would be his.
Gamboa today would be the best win on Benavidez' resume.
Yeah, like probably too. And y'all gonna think I'm crazy. Fucking Julius and Dongo, fucking unified champion.
Yeah, bro. Because I mean,
wait,
think about it. Benavidez has only ever fought one champion his
hold
entire
on,
career, and
hold
that
on.
guy only became a champion because he fucking lost his title.
Yeah,
Julius
literally.
and Dongo, bro.
Yeah,
You know
Yes.
how many losses he took after that
My
fight,
God,
bro?
how many? No. Don't answer for me. How many losses did he have when Crawford fought him?
None.
How many champions did he beat when Crawford fought him?
Ooh,
Two.
I don't know
wasn't
about
it
that
two?
one. I don't know
Two.
about that one. Two.
No. So this is why I don't do this goofy shit with Ndongo. The fact of the matter is, Ndongo is a better win for Crawford than Morrell is for David Benavidez, than Durrell is for David Benavidez. Why do I say
And
that?
Caleb Plant.
He beat Troyanovsky in Russia. Wasn't close, wasn't competitive. It was a first round knockout. One of the best knockouts of that year. He went to Scotland. He beat Ricky Burns there, outclassed him there. If Crawford outclasses him in their fight, and then that guy goes on to lose a bunch of fights, that doesn't change that when Crawford fought him, he was undefeated. He was unified, and he won both his belts on the road. So I don't know what this I don't know what this revisionist shit is. Yes, Ndongo lost a bunch of fights after Crawford beat him, not before.
So
You know,
that does
you
that
know,
age
crazy,
does
Jules.
that age good or bad?
You could say that at age is bad, but how
And,
is David's win over
and
Caleb
I
Plant aging?
yeah, bro, because
Terribly.
I love Canelo. Canelo's my boy, but that win over Caleb did not age well because he did
Did
fight an undefeated champion in Caleb.
All
Same
right,
thing.
I would
Crawford did.
ask if we're gonna track every loss that a fighter suffers after he loses his first fight, then no victories aged well.
Nope.
None for anyone. Because all these guys start losing, right? I guess that George Kambosos win over Teofimo didn't age well because Shakur just beat him.
At all.
Yo,
Right?
Jules.
Go ahead.
I mean, something I just figured out too. I was looking online today. I found out that Bob Arum actually try to freeze out Bevo for a while. I looked up a couple articles. I'm like,
I know. I've been
huh,
telling you
I did
that
not
for a
notice that
long
in
time. That
2021.
this shit about Artur Betterbeef's current predicament is of his own making because Bivol was trying to fight him before Turkey came into it. They were trying to just do the fight between Matchroom and Top Rank, and Bob didn't want to do it. And I used to say in those videos, yo, you need that fight to happen sooner than later because you're the older one. If you wait too long, it's going to be your fight. And that was a part of the reason I always picked Bivol to beat him because I'm like, by the time y'all do this fight, you're going to be close to 40 and he's going to beat you. You need to fight him now.
Yeah, you said that, and like Arthur's getting injured every fight. After every fight, he
Yeah.
has an injury.
Shout out to Misael. Virgil and Boots would have beat Errol 3-4 years ago. I don't know about that. I'm just telling you that I don't know about that. I don't
I'm
know.
not gonna.
Maybe I don't know, but I'm not gonna give Virgil wins. Virgil, least of all, like no, you're not gonna get any consideration because your career has given me no reason to give you those considerations. Some people have given me reason to do that. Not you, Virgil. You never fought the best anywhere you fought. You never fought the best, straight up and down. You've been interim champion for 2 years. You see, the Puerto Rican becomes an interim champion.
You got to Virgil or how old is Virgil right now?
Isn't he
Yo,
30 or 29?
he's close
Yeah.
to 30, Don.
He's like
Yeah, that
28.
guy's that ship is sailing like big time right
A
there.
No,
prospect.
no.
Prospect.
Shout out to
Exactly.
undefeated. Shout out to undefeated
Prospect.
because he's sexually attracted to handsome Puerto Ricans.
Oh
That's
Jesus
that's true.
fucking
That's
Christ,
true,
dude.
bro.
Oh
That's
my
true.
God.
When the handsome Puerto Rican becomes interim champion, he goes for his title shot right away. Virgil, you've been sitting on that shot for 2 years. It doesn't feel like it to you guys. He got that shit in August of 2024.
That's crazy.
Dude, he's been ducking title shots since '47. Jules.
So no, I'm not giving Virgil no passes. No, bro. No, your
Yeah.
resumes don't end up looking that way by accident. That is a byproduct of being strategic. That you didn't want Crawford at 47. You didn't want it. You fucked this shit up over the money with Boots. Now the Puerto Ricans fighting them. Yeah, fuck that shit. You're not getting no consideration from me.
Yeah.
Hey,
Super
Jules, did you see
chats.
what Charles
So, go ahead,
probably
Junior.
won't get
Your mic is going in and out. Cervecero said Victor Postol is a better W than anyone on David's.
Hold
Yes.
up, that lag out.
No, you didn't log out. I can hear you. Victor Postol is a better win than any win on David's resume. Victor Postol made Danny Garcia pay him his lunch money. Stop me when I tell a lie. If he's such a crappy fighter and he's such an easy win, why would Danny be paying him money to step aside? That's a fact. Danny admitted, it's not like I'm pulling shit out of a hat. Danny himself admitted he paid him to step aside. He was an undefeated WBC champion at the time that Crawford fought him, coming off a big win. If a bunch of people whoop his ass after that, yeah, that shit doesn't matter. That's revising history. When Crawford fights this man, he's an unbeaten champion. When he fights Ndongo, he's an unbeaten champion. When he fights Jeff Horn, he's an unbeaten champion. When he fights Errol Spence, he's an unbeaten champion. When he fights Israel Madrimov, he's an unbeaten champion. When he fights Canelo, Canelo is the consensus #1 super middleweight in the world with all the belts, undisputed. Oh, but it doesn't count. Yeah, if you're gonna watch sports that way, just come out the fucking closet. Yeah, 'cause
Yeah,
that shit
exactly.
gay.
I agree.
Fucking closet. 'Cause that shit gay. That shit gay. Do that gay shit. That shit gay.
You know what? I've seen a lot of haters talking about Canelo was doing a cherry pick by fighting him, Billy. I think they're making a big mistake. I think it's going to be a harder
No.
fight.
I think that's a
No,
good.
listen,
I
no,
think
no,
that's
country,
a good
country.
fight.
I think he's gonna get his
check it
ass
out.
fucking. I think he's gonna get his
No,
ass.
no, no,
kicked.
no. Before we do that, country, what I want you to do is I want you to go on Google and Google Benavidez, Mobili is a monster. Pull up that article, screenshot it, and wherever you see people saying that he's a cherry pick, just post that screenshot. He's not a cherry pick to Benavidez. Benavidez said he's a monster. The whole
Right.
team said that.
Yo,
The
Jules,
whole team said that. Go ahead.
what do you call it? Did you hear what Chavez said about David, that he probably won't get the love of the Mexican people at the interview? I think Sean Zittle, I think he did one with Chavez, and Chavez was saying that he won't get the love of the Mexican people. He's not known in Mexico. David Benavidez.
Yo, the reason he's not going to get the love of the Mexican people is because I'm not going to get the love of the Dominican people. If you were born in the United States, guess where you're from?
That is
The United
facts.
States.
That is facts. That's why we don't fuck with Ryan or Virgil.
I don't,
or
and I don't. No. See, what Americans have a problem, and the Europeans highlight. The Europeans actually highlight this more than anybody. You'll have Americans whose mother and father and they mother and they father was also born here with their mother and their father because some fucking ancestor was Irish. Like 60. Yeah, I'm Irish. No, you're not. No. If I drop you in Ireland, can you tell me where I could get a beer? No, right? No. If you know you got folk, oh, I'm from here, I'm from there. Yo, dog, if I drop you in Lagos, Nigeria, can you tell us where to get the
That's what.
prosties? No. So what we doing? What the
Like
fuck going
Mexicans,
on?
The only
that'd be like
Mexican American
niggas would
I
be
can
like,
remember
we-
getting love from Mexico was Andy Ruiz because he fought for the national team, and when he went over there, he got welcomed.
Yeah, but
Remember?
you got
That was
but
the only
you got-
one.
All right, shut the fuck up. You know, all Latin American people notice that, Brody, if you're born in the United States, no, you're not from Nicaragua. You're from the United
Bruh.
States. No, you're not from Mexico. You're from the United States. And when you go to visit your quote unquote homeland, you know, you're from the United States. You're not from here. It's
You're a
not
pocho.
complicated. You're pocho. And you know, pocho's a little bit more specific than, like, you know, if you're like a Ryan and you're a Jono Sabo, yeah, you a pocho, bro. Like, you
That's a
not,
pocho right there.
you a pocho, bro. Get the fuck, Virgil especially, like, you old.
Oh,
Especially if
my
you a
God.
Texas Mexican.
You know, shout out to Drew. IRS threatening to take Floyd's passport. I hope.
I just saw that on Instagram. Like they posted that.
man,
Yo, Jules, that's
my man
hilarious.
Floyd down
They can't
bad,
do
man.
that. That's
Yes, they can. You know, they can. IRS
The
can definitely
IRS?
take your pass. Yes, they can.
The
Yeah,
IRS
if you owe them
they'll
money, they
seize
can
your
do a lot.
property.
No, they can
I don't
seize
think-
your passport, bro. Trust
I'm
me.
not gonna lie. It would have been hilarious
No
to see him fly commercial.
Yo, the shit is, I think they can because they got a $7.3 million lien on him, Don. He might try to dip out, like, yo, I'm going to Dubai, baby. You know, in Dubai, they ain't go. They once you get over there, it would take them a long time to get to you if you can get over there. Say, like, nah, Floyd, you got to stay for the
7
party.
mil?
You know,
Yeah, no.
yo, and Eddie Hearn said, I read this earlier. Eddie Hearn said that the Pacquiao fight is off, and they're swapping it out for Conor Benn versus Ryan Garcia. That's what they're going to do in September now, is what they're saying. So, yo, shout out to Misael. How would have Errol done against Mean Machine? It's a good question. I think the Mean Machine fight would have been hard for him because Mean Machine is strong. He's a physically strong fighter. But what counts against Mean Machine is because he's so muscular for a welterweight, he usually gasses out as the fight progresses. So you kind of got to factor that into the thing that he probably would have took some, Errol probably would have took some lumps, and that would not have been an easy fight. But you could still give Errol the edge. Who I think Mean Machine would have beat? I think Mean Machine would have beat Danny Garcia for sure. I think depending on when Mean Machine catches a Keith Thurman, it's all about when. That prime Thurman from 2016, I think he would beat Mean Machine. But anytime after that, he loses. Anytime after that. If you're talking about prime Thurman, 2016, that fought Sean Porter, 2015, that Keith Thurman, he would out-hustle Mean Machine. But anytime after that, whether it's the one that fought Riverside Rocky, Manny Pacquiao, or Mario Barrios, any incarnation of Keith Thurman after that loses the Mean Machine.
That
That's one of the
Mean
weirdest
Machine versus
careers
Sean
in
Porter
boxing.
would have been a good ass fight.
That would have been an amazing fucking fight, bro.
That's a very strange career right there. The Keith Thurman career. That's an odd career.
He has Donnie has a grand total of 7 years spread apart, spread in the last 10. He has 7 years of inactivity. 7.
Yeah, it's an odd career in 4 or 3 in. I did the math and I forgot what it was. I think it was like 5 years. He had 3 fights or something like that.
Yep.
And he took too many spells off. Even when he was supposedly active, he was not as active. So
no, remember he loses. He beats Danny Garcia. He takes 2 years off.
Yeah,
he loses to Manny.
Weird.
He loses to Manny Pacquiao. He takes 2 more years off.
Yeah.
And then he beats Mario Barrios, and he takes 3 years off. Took 3 years off. It's like bro, what you even fighting for, bro? What you even fighting for, bro? What you doing? So hey, shout out to Keith. But yeah, I don't do that with Crawford's resume. I honestly think that is the resume the greatest I've ever seen? No, but what do you want it to look like? Who is it that you want to be there?
Crawford?
Yeah, like who is it that you want to be there that is not there?
The resume is not stellar. It's like we all have to admit it's not stellar, but it's a lot better than David's resume if we're going to start comparing those two. And I don't know why. Again, it's an emotional thing. This guy, what would you call him? Pork chop? What's his name?
Javi.
Happy
Okay. Javi.
Okay, so he's obviously an emotional fellow, and he wants to get at you, and it's a weird comparison.
No, but it's not exclusive to Javi. In the weeks that have followed Crawford's retirement from the sport, you see people say that the resume is not great, that he caught Spence. You just see a lot of silliness. Like when it comes to Spence, they try to act like Crawford is the reason that fight took long. Like Brody, Errol could have had that fight before the car accident. He's literally on camera telling y'all that he wants to save it for literally what is happening
there's
here?
Always going to be that asterisk next to Errol Spence because of that accident. And I don't even credit the accident. I thought there was something wrong with him when he fought the Cuban guy.
Ugas?
Ugas. Yeah.
Ugas,
I thought there was something wrong with Errol Spence when he fought Ugas. There was a spell.
Well, some people would look at that as residuals from the car. Anything that happened after the accident is the accident, basically. I
thought it looked suspect. Like something was there was a delay. There was something wrong with
Don. I think Ugas threw the fight. If you want me to be honest,
I mean,
I think Ugas threw the fight.
He was on his way to beat him. That's how I saw it. It was very odd to me. It was a very odd fight.
I think Ugas threw the fight. I think Ugas threw his punches. My honest opinion is, let me say, even if Errol Spence Jr. was damaged goods from the moment the car accident happened, I don't care because that is your fault. What bitch ass world or what piece of shit raised me that I'm supposed to feel sorry for you? You got behind the wheel drunk. That's your fault. You didn't fight Crawford until after that. That's your fault. Accountability is like a 4-letter word in this generation. That you know that all this shit. Let me say that. Let me go with everything you fucking losers are saying, right? You know that all of that is still Errol's fault. What the fuck was Crawford supposed to do? Jump in front of the car and catch him? I gotta make sure your face don't get
he
fucked.
was supposed to sling a web and make sure he landed safely.
Yeah,
Yo,
with
Jules.
his Black Panther suit on,
I
bro.
don't, I don't think it matter what time. That fight was
He
gonna
was
be the
supposed to
same
absorb the
regardless.
vibranium metal. You know, supposed to.
I hate. I hate loser. Like, yo, that's all that shit y'all saying is loser shit, right?
Yeah.
Who's fucking for? Yo, did Terrence put Errol in the car? What did
so.
Terrence cause him to
No,
stop
he
short
did,
at the light?
No, he
He
did.
must have, because they trying to make all that shit his fault.
Before he got in the car, he opened a bottle of bourbon and he put a funnel in Spence's mouth and he just poured the whole thing in there. Put him
This
in
is
the car,
almost as
started
gay
the
as
car,
talking about the UFC.
and pushed him
He
down the
put
road.
gummy worms. He put gummy worms in the gas tank, bro. He put all
There
the
we
gummy
go.
worms in there. It
That's
fucked
it.
up the transmission. Everything got fucked up after that. Yo, and here's the thing. Yo, I'm a Canelo fan, so what I'm about to say don't come from a place of hate. It's Crawford's fault that Canelo got 70 fights. You want Crawford to get the calculator out so he can subtract some of them shits? Oh, Canelo got wear and tear.
It would help.
Yeah, wear and tear.
Honestly,
Yeah,
that's fair though,
that's
This is
Jules.
crazy.
just a lot of. You don't understand that this is just a lot of gay fucking shit. Oh, Canelo,
It would
he got
help if he
70
did.
fights.
Hey,
He got a lot of things. He's old. Like, he's younger. Yo, listen, if you a grown man, you a grown man and you gonna sit here and do this biological shit with me. Yeah, Canelo's younger, but he's older. Yo, dog, just come out the closet. Cause that
That's
shit
crazy.
is gay. That shit is gay.
Hey,
For sure.
yo, Jules, you know what's funny though? Even if Canelo is washed, which he was, it's still better than Boots. It's still better than a Boots win, in my personal opinion. That's still a better win than any win that Crawford could have got. So I mean,
I'm
like,
not. No.
They
I'm
would have
not
gassed
gonna.
him up more for the boost.
No.
That
No.
They're
You
both
could
past
listen.
their
There's
prime.
things.
They
There's
both
things
fought
that I'm
past
willing to
their
accept.
prime.
There's things I'm willing to accept. If you tell me that you think Canelo's in decline, I accept that. If you tell me that he's washed, however, I do not accept that because he was coming off a
no.
string of victories. He was coming off a string of victories over
Hold
top
on.
contenders and world champions.
Hold
I'm not.
on,
No, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that.
Wait.
No.
Hold on.
Yeah, he
The
beat some
guys-
top rounds at 168.
Hold on. Let's pump the brakes here. We can't say that the guys he was fighting, Munguia.
No,
Stone,
done. No.
they're not like
Jaime Munguia. No.
and
Jaime Munguia.
Berlanga.
Here's an example. No, here's an example. It's okay for everybody to fight Jaime Munguia, but Canelo. It's
But
okay
Canelo.
for everybody to fight Berlanga, but Canelo. It's okay for everybody to fight William Skull, but Canelo. Now it's the same fucking thing with Mobili. Oh, Mobili is.
I'm still upset that I paid
come
for the
on,
William
bro.
Skull fight. Okay, I want my
Billy
fucking
top 5
$80
at
back.
168. Man.
Jules, my point was,
I want my $80 back.
Well, just my point was exactly, even if he is so-called washed, it's still a better win than a Boots win, in my personal opinion. I think it's better than any win that Crawford could have got. Because
I think my perspective is I'm old, so I've already seen these kinds of arguments through 3 different cycles of fighters. And what I think is that younger boxing fans or people with young brains, boxing is not a comic book. This is how it usually goes. Oscar didn't face the greatest version of Chavez. He didn't.
or Pernell Whitaker.
Just like Floyd. Just like
he lost.
now wait. Now just like Floyd did not face the greatest version of Oscar De La Hoya. No, he didn't. It's just and this is boxing. Like they want it to be like Goku and Vegeta when they're at the top of their powers and there's light shooting out of their dicks. Like boxing
Shit is not realistic.
Normally go like that, right?
Light shooting out of your dick.
I'm just saying it doesn't normally. Look, for example, there's a legitimate argument that Tyson Fury lost to a past Prime Usyk because Prime Usyk is a cruiserweight. Prime Usyk is a cruiserweight.
That's
You
that,
fought,
that's fair.
for
you
sure,
fought,
for sure, for sure.
wait, you fought Usyk, who was less active and older. So how is he in his prime? He was literally close to 40 when you fought him.
That's
Usyk
true.
different though, man.
No,
I don't know.
yeah,
I
no,
think
no,
it's
but
different
no,
for
but
heavyweights.
no, I don't. I'm just saying that by the standard that you tell me that a fighter is washed. Okay, then I hate to break the news to you, but most super fights happen when the guys are in decline. Yeah, they
Yeah, that's
usually
true.
do.
Yeah,
A
for
lot of
sure,
them do.
for
A
sure.
lot of them.
Yeah,
Do.
There's only
that's true.
it's rare. Like Sugar Ray Leonard, Tommy Hearns is one of the rare ones. Felix Trinidad and Oscar De La Hoya. I always bring those up for a reason because they were in
Roy
their
and
prime.
Roy
They
What
were in their
about
prime.
Roy and Tony.
Chavez and Pernell? Was that you consider that prime? Or a little past?
I don't know that
They
I
was
could
at
say that was.
47 though, welterweight.
But I don't know that I could say that was a prime Chavez. Not at 47.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't. It doesn't happen. It's not a comic book. Like, no, it doesn't happen at the peak of their powers. It usually doesn't, bro. I'm just saying, like, yeah, if you really look
Yeah.
when super fights happen, Arguello versus
Never.
Pryor. That was Arguello's fourth weight. This is
Yep.
fourth weight, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
I see what
that
you're
wasn't
saying.
the best Arguello. No, but you and look, credit to you. You beat the fuck out of him. So I'm not saying that. But you see that, like, if we really gonna nitpick a lot of shit, I guess we're gonna be here all day because we could do that with a
Yeah.
lot of fights. You do that with
You
a lot
could-
of fights, bro.
You could also say you also Triple G and Canelo. Triple G was like what 36, 37 at the time. The first fight he was
If
very
you
old.
want to, yeah. And now I made a decision a long time ago that I don't want to have to do that all the time because then that's just me disparaging pretty much every fight. I'm gonna give you credit, Canelo. You beat an unbeaten Triple G. That's just the fact. He was unbeaten. He was unbeaten. He was.
Listen, hold on. We can't give him credit for knocking out Kovalev. That shit's like that's.
I give him
stupid.
credit. I give him credit for knocking out Kovalev. Do you know why?
Ah, dude,
Kovalev
come
is
wait,
on,
good.
bro.
What?
What
No,
the
no. It's not.
fuck,
No, it's
dude?
not that. It's not that. It's that.
Then we gotta
right
give
before-
David credit for beating
No, no.
Bosnick.
No.
No,
No.
you
or
can't.
Hell
Yard.
no, hell no,
Or Yard.
hell
No,
no.
he doesn't want. No, he doesn't want me to say what I'm going to say because he keeps talking over
What are
me.
you gonna say about fucking?
He
Come
beat
on,
he
dude.
beat two unbeaten fighters right before he fought Canelo. Stop me when I tell a lie.
Oh,
He
that's
beat
true.
two
Okay,
unbeaten.
no, that's true.
He
He did knock
He
out
beat
Yard.
unbeaten. He beat unbeaten later Alvarez for his
Yeah,
WBO title. He won it back. Then he goes and he knocks out Anthony Yard, who was
He did-
unbeaten
he
at the
did
time.
knock out
He was
Yard.
also younger than him.
Yeah, but
so
you know what?
I'm not doing that,
But that
bro.
wasn't
Like,
the Crusher anymore.
Once again, I said
no, dude.
I will accept that a fighter is in decline. But if we're gonna make excuses like this, we may as well not watch boxing. We might as well watch MMA with Drew.
I mean, listen, it was a very boring fight up until the knockout, and I saw Canelo take some pretty hard punches. At one point in that fight, Kovalev hit him so hard that the camera was behind Canelo, and his head turned completely around and faced the camera behind him, and then he went back to fighting. And I was like, "Holy shit! What the fuck was that?"
But stick to the facts. That was a champion that he fought.
Yeah,
and he wasn't. No.
Full accolades for that.
I'm not doing that. Like, what was he? 36 years old. He wasn't 37 or 38 like Vosdick was when Benavidez fought him. No, he wasn't 37 or 38. The guy was 36. And he had a WBO title. He was a champion at the time. The reason you have to give Canelo credit is not because of how amazing Kovalev was. It's because Canelo is 5'7". That's a little ass man. You don't get it? That's a little ass man.
Didn't he also jump up 2 weight classes too, right? Jump 2 weight classes or no?
Yeah, he went from 60. Yeah, because he went from 60 from the Jacobs fight to 75 for the Kovalev, then back down to 68. That's how he did it. My point is you can't look at Canelo through the same lens as David, because when does Canelo have a size advantage? When?
No, he never does. That's the thing.
He never does.
He didn't even have one for the Crawford fight. Crawford came in a little bigger than him. He was always bigger than him.
He was small next to Crawford.
Did you notice the shoes? Did you guys not notice the fucking shoes?
He had a turkey sandwich.
Did you not
under
notice
them
Canelo's
shits,
shoes? They were fucking 5-inch fucking padded.
He had them fucking Skechers joints, them skater joints, bro. Prime. Oh, that's a good one. Prime Keith versus Broner. You know what? You know what? That fight, yeah, Keith, because that fight could only happen at 47, and at 47, Broner was trash. So yeah, I go Keith. At 47, Broner was trash. Broner's best weights was what, 35? Right? 35 was his best weight. Either way, he was trash at 47. Shout out to Don Juan. Canelo was at his fourth weight when he beat Kovalev. Yeah. You know, I give him credit for that. I don't give him all the credit in the world. I don't think it's an amazing win, but it counts. Yeah, because if somebody else at the weight would have beat that same Kovalev, not Canelo, but somebody else at light heavyweight, they would get credit for it. So why the fuck can't he? He's tiny. He jumped up 2 weight classes for that fight. You just give the kid his flowers, man, because boxing is like that. Like, I don't know what perfect version of boxing people. Is there another version of boxing? Because this is how boxing is 99.9% of the time. The guys are not in their prime. They're not unbeaten. They're starting to slide. Like, yeah, this is how it is most of the time.
Yep.
It's very rare. You know, Xander and Boots is a rare occasion where 2 unbeaten fighters who are in or close to their prime are fighting, because you know it doesn't usually happen that way. Like, nah, it doesn't. So, you know, enjoy it. But don't act like that. Yeah, like that's not how shit happens most of the time, bro. You know, the biggest fight that this sport has ever seen commercially was against 2 guys that were past their prime, Manny and Floyd. They were both past their prime, right? You don't get faster after 30. You know, like yeah, you generally don't get faster, and you nothing gets faster. All right. If anything, you fall asleep faster. Like that's one area where I have gained speed. Like yeah, I could fall asleep like that. You know what I'm saying? Don't leave me on the couch too long and without nothing to do, because I'm gonna fucking fall asleep straight up. You know. Other than that, yeah, you know, give Canelo his flowers. But yo, Zerto looks a lot bigger than that boy, man. Did y'all see at the press conference today?
I think I'm taking Zerto.
Yeah.
He
Yo,
looked
Jules,
a
what do you
lot
call?
bigger than him, yo.
Yeah, Jules, what do you call? I saw what's his face on pad work. He looked a tad bit slower than Benavidez. He looked a little bit slower throwing his punches.
I mean, I'm sticking with my pick just because I don't want people to gloat to me.
Yeah.
You know, like I said, I'm on the petty shit on Saturday. I'm on my petty shit. So, and I'm staying on my petty shit. But it's noticeable how much bigger Zerto is than him. We're like, yo, Zerto look mad big next
How
to this
big is
guy,
like what,
bro.
230?
You sure you gonna
220?
I mean, like, you know that they're gonna be on weight, you know, so he's gonna be what I think he's gonna be on the night, Junior. I think he's gonna be like 230 on the night. He's a big boy, bro. He's 6'3". 6'3", bro. That dude. He's a big boy, you know. I think David's gonna be around 216, 220. Zerto's gonna be around 230. But the shit is Zerto knows how to carry that 230. We've already seen, we don't have questions about what he looks like as a cruiserweight. Like, no, we know he can move. He could be 230 and get on his toes and stick a jab out there. We seen that. Whereas David, you know, we about to find out.
That's what I'm saying. We think he's still gonna be fast. I don't know.
Yo, the thing is, he never had fast feet. He got the
no, hell no. He got the little body, the little
he got that shit, but he never had feet. When David had feet.
Nah,
shout out to
motherfucking
Harris. Artur would KO Benavidez. Yeah, I mean, I agree with that. I've always said if there's anybody out there that I think could knock out Canelo, it's Artur Beterbiev. He's too big, bro. He'll punch through you, bro. He will punch through you. You know? So yeah, I mean, that's not really saying much to me. Like, yeah, I say that. Shout out to El Talibano. Why does Zerto look 2 inches taller than David? I don't know, bro, but he does. I don't know.
So,
but
he definitely bigger though.
Yeah, Junior.
I think the bad part about it for me is I want to pick Zerto badly, but just the retirement talk, I'm like, nah, that's you bound. You have to be like mentally checked out.
Yeah, I mean, you never want to hear that type of shit before a fight. You just generally, like, you never want to hear that type of shit. That kind of shows that you're imagining the worst. You know, you're imagining that I'm gonna lose and What am I going to do after that? Probably retire. Even another interview, he said he wants to take a break from boxing after this. So you don't think you're going to win?
Who
You know,
who
like
said that? Zerto?
Zerto said that. He said he wants to take a break from
Oh.
boxing after this. You don't think
What
you're
that
going to
said? I
win?
ain't see that.
Yeah. I screenshotted it to do a video on it if I have time tomorrow, because I'm sick of talking about Zerto, and I want to talk about Inoue. He said, I want to show y'all I'm still Inoue. You understand
I've
that
seen
shit?
that. I've seen that. Yeah,
He's the
I've
He
seen
goat,
said, I
that.
want to
bro.
show you. I want to show you, Don. I want to
That's
show
the fight.
you, Don,
That's the fight.
Hey,
that
I'm
I'm
listen,
still Inoue.
I've got zero problem with Inoue. He's a real
Yeah,
one.
yo, Crawford is over there. He had to choose between two major fights this weekend, and he chose the Inoue fight. He over there right now.
What he do?
don't blame him. I would be there too.
That's the one though. That's the
That's the
one.
one to go to. That's the one that most people that I know are talking about. No one's mentioned Benavidez. People are talking about Inoue.
Bro, even Benavidez ain't talking about Zerto.
No,
Benavidez talking about
Benavidez is
everybody
gonna be
else.
watching the Inoue
Yeah,
fight.
that's what I'm saying. That's what I think. Like, man, that's a bad thing though. Like, you're not even talking about Jordan. Like, oh,
Yo, for real.
I hope you
It's
don't think
fucked
you
up.
just about to steamroll him. That's it.
No,
I
that's
mean,
crazy, though.
the shit is that there's the I think this much. David is not walking away from this sport with an unbeaten record. He's not.
Nah,
He's
Oh,
gonna
no.
lose. It's just a question of when. Could it be this Saturday? I don't know. But I don't think you leave this sport with an unbeaten record. Look, you know, this is gonna sound harsh. Call me an armchair critic. That's not a good fighter. Your whole career is angling. There's angling in everybody's
yeah, for
career.
sure.
That's okay. There's angling in everybody's career to some degree, but your whole career is angling. The whole thing. Vacant title. Yo, dog, if they got Badu
Yeah,
Jack and James DeGalo, think about it. PBC in 2016 in the super middleweight division had two very good super middleweights in James DeGale and Badu Jack. And they should have fed them to you. If you're the real thing, that's how it normally goes. They'll feed those aging champions to you. They didn't. They had you fight for a vacant title. And then after that, you didn't unify with anybody through 2.5 cycles of champions. Well, I'm just saying, I'm used to seeing good fighters develop, and that's not how good fighters develop. It's not like, no, good fighters, they tend to have the fights and show and prove. You never did that anywhere you were. You never did that. It was all angling. Yeah, let me wait until Canelo knocks out Caleb, and then I'll fight him. Yeah, let me lose my belt on the scale so then I can fight Anthony Durrell for it. And then like this shit is corny. Like this not this shit
Did
not
you see
serious, bro.
Did you see the video with Jai responding to Benavidez talking about people fighting the best, and he says, "Well, here we are. Here I am. I'll take the winner of Zerto or Benavidez. I'm right
And
here."
he's not gonna. And he's
he
not.
ain't about to
And
fight
what is
y'all
he?
crazy.
No. And what does he do? And that's the shit that the boxing people done, which is why I get really impatient about this. They let the fighters do it. That Zerto's not the best cruiserweight. You know that, right? He's not. Are you gonna fight Jai
No, we
after
know.
this? I
I
don't.
mean,
I
I think
like
I
at
think you,
minimum
me, everyone on
put
the
the
panel knows
question
that
up.
already.
Put the question out there. You're pundits. You're journalists. Are you gonna fight Jai after this? Because he's still ranked as the #1 cruiserweight in the world.
Is anyone
No.
asking him that?
No. There's you know that they're still asking about Canelo, right?
But why aren't they asking about Jai? He's a cruiserweight now. They should be asking about Jai.
My
The
guy.
pundits I'm talking about.
My guy. They're the ones who keep. So what do you think about Canelo?
Are
So
they,
you know
are they
Canelo
in
bought a
cahoots-
Bugatti
are
on
they in
Saturday.
cahoots with the promotional company? Is that what's going on? Do
I
they
mean,
not
I
want to
think
piss off the person they're interviewing?
I do think that in a manner of speaking, whether it's off the cuff or pre-screened, I do feel like they broach certain subjects on a friendliness factor. You know that it's a David Benavidez interview, so you have to ask him about Canelo at least 6 times per hour.
Right.
You have to ask him something about Canelo because that's all the interviews go the same way. It doesn't matter what podcast or what channel or what reporter, the interviews go the same way. And I don't know, and Canelo, and nobody gives a fuck about that. Okay, bro. All right. Can we focus on cruiserweight? You're going to be a unified cruiserweight champion on Saturday if you win. Are you going to fight Jai Opataya? Are you going to fight Noel Mikhalian? Are you going to fight Vidal Riley? Because Vidal Riley's in line to become IBF champion. No, you're gonna. Okay, so if and if you're really doing punditry, okay, David. So you're saying that you're gonna go back to the light heavyweight division after this weekend's fight. How soon can we expect to see you back in the ring? Because I imagine that it's gonna take you some time to get down there. Will you fight again this year? There are follow-up questions that you could ask him that pertain to what he's saying. Now, I'm telling you, Don, I wouldn't be surprised if he
He's
doesn't
not
fight.
fighting until 2027 after this fight.
There you go. 'Cause
Damn.
that's what
No,
I'm.
look,
I'm like,
that's his MO, you guys. He only fights once a year. This motherfucker.
Yeah.
He should be fighting
because
3-4
you telling
times
me
a year.
yo, you gonna fight in cruiserweight in May, to then be back at light heavyweight in
In
what?
September.
By the fall.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah,
Yeah,
bro.
fucking
Hell
right.
no.
Bro. Okay, bro. I mean, right. And is it gonna be Bivol? Look, we'll see, right? Because David is in a. I said this a couple of months ago. He's painted into a corner. He's painted into a corner because you don't have a lot of money fights in between 175 and cruiserweight. You really don't. Like for you to make any real money, which you haven't made yet, you might have to fight Dimitri. I don't know if you're going to, but that's what that represents for you. That's one of the only fights I can think of that Turkey would pay for. He'd pay for that one. He would pay for that one, and he would pay for Jai, So it's like you're kind of stuck where when things were good, you could afford to fuck off and fight Kyron Davis and Ronald Ellis and these fucking people. Yeah, in the glory days of Showtime. Those days are over, bro. Yeah, it's a wrap for all that. Now you got to fight people. He had a quote where he said, "Yeah, the Wolves are closing in on these guys. It's closing in on Bivol." No, it's not.
I've seen that
It's closing
shit.
in on you. It's closing in on you. Them dudes is about that action. That's what they bought that shit. You not. Walls is closing in on you. Now I'll be right back after these commercial messages.
Honestly, I think the best scenario is Benavidez to lose, him go down to light heavyweight, which I don't think that's gonna happen, and lose again. I think that's the best case scenario because I'm tired of these Dave Benavidez fans. Well, not fans, but Canelo haters always on Twitter complaining about Canelo this, Canelo that.
Yeah, y'all be seeing that shit too. That shit be, I don't be getting that shit. David fans is different.
Yeah. The bad part about it too, bro. I have some casual friends who don't watch boxing, and they ask me about Inoue when he's fighting. I'm like, bro, that's actually crazy. I'm surprised they didn't ask me about Benavidez and Zerto. It was crazy to me because they're Mexican, so I was thinking they're asking about Benavidez Zerto. No, they asked about Inoue and Nakatani.
No, that's a good thing. That's like
Yep. It's crazy too. Like I could see Inoue becoming a bigger draw in America than Benavidez if you really wanted to. How would y'all? Well, where would y'all rank? What's his face? He's fighting Inoue's brother. If he was to beat him, come a fight division champion, where would you have him out in your pound for pound rankings? I think Kazuto Ayoka.
Yo, who the fuck is snoring?
I have no idea.
I bet it's country. Country.
Are you sure someone's snoring and it's not a pig squealing? Like,
Hey, country.
Yeah. What's up?
Wake up, bro.
I'm here.
yeah.
What up?
Nah, we just heard you snoring, bro. So apparently Rigondeaux and Gamboa are fighting this weekend.
Wait, what? Where at?
In Miami. Guillermo
What
Rigondeaux
weight?
and Gamboa. I don't know, bro, but they're in their 40s, and I'm just like, damn, That fight's like 15 years late.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
because
really.
what do you call Gamboa's like a what 130 fighter right now, and like Rigondeaux's been like his highest weight 126. Where would they even be at?
Yeah.
Maybe 130.
Yeah, they're old, so they're older up there, but maybe 135 and shit.
Yeah, that's crazy. Wait, what do you call it? Could Rigondeaux and Gamboa fought like years ago? Could they ever no?
Maybe 26. I think they were both 26 at 126. They're
I
like
don't.
2 years apart.
Yeah, I don't know, bro. For some reason, I've always wondered why didn't Loma and Gamboa ever fight? I always
Who?
wondered. Loma and Gamboa,
Uh,
Vasily Lomachenko.
yeah, well, Gamboa hasn't his career hasn't been that well managed. Cause I mean, there was a time where he was signed to 50 Cent.
Well, wasn't it by the time Loma came around, Gamboa was kind of already gone, though, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was just getting whooped already. Well, he was on his way to getting whooped.
Wait, no, wait. Well, hasn't Loma been around like since the HBO days or whatever, or like before a little bit, like little bit around that time? Like, wasn't Loma already like kind of because I remember him debuting on the Mayweather and Pacquiao card. I forgot who he fought. Was it Sosa?
Talking about Loma?
Yeah, Vasily Lomachenko. He debuted on the Manny Pacquiao and Floyd card, I think.
Shit, it's been a minute then. Been like 11 years. Fuck.
Yeah, freaking. It's an exciting week. It's basically a day and a half, and we get the Inoue fight, which is the only fight I really care about. Can't wait for that shit.
I'm just wondering who's going to be the one to come along and give Inui his loss.
Honestly, if it's not Junto Nakatani, I would say the best person is El Davino Rafael, but he'd probably be at 130 soon. He's just too big for 126.
Yeah, I'm tired of that motherfucker, man. I'm
Who?
tired of Rafa, bro. Rafa, like, I just,
I
I don't know, man.
I mean, like, I don't know because I can't really blame Rafa. He tried to unify, but one of the guys said no. Brandon Figueroa. He said no because he said he's gonna be at the Inoue fight, scouting out Inoue. What's his face?
Yeah,
Figgy.
Fig.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah,
shit,
Fig.
I thought Nick Ball had a good chance of giving in a way a good fight, but he just got dropped. Well, he just got stopped. So
Yeah, that's crazy, bro. Freaking Figgy, bro. Freaking Figgy, freaking ruined the unification between him and Rafa. Rafa's team wanted that fight. Everything was set to be, but Figueroa said no. He wants to go to Japan and scout out Inoue. Like, I don't know. That shit's getting annoying, bro. Like,
Yeah,
these
all the
120.
126 want to fight anyway. That shit is crazy. They
Yeah, it's
waiting for
crazy.
122 pounds. That
Yeah,
shit is crazy.
it's crazy, bro. Like, it's crazy. The first time I hear about unification, it's El Davino trying to make one happen. But nope. Everyone wants to wait on Inoue. Yeah. So this time you can't. So this time no one can be mad at Rafa because he tried to make that unification happen.
Yo, I just watched the Chavez shit. Drew was. You see, it's crazy to see him dancing. No, porque bueno, tú sabes, habla español, y toda la cosa, pero él es norteamericano. Like, yo, let me play that shit, bro. It's like, it's like he tried to find the nicest way possible to say, no, that man is not Mexican. That man is North American. Y'all the ones, y'all in North America, the ones that decided that he's Mexican. Y'all decided that. Mexican people don't know that, man.
Yo, Jules.
In the United States because he is half Ecuadorian. There's a lot of talk of is he a real Mexican fighter? Do you consider David Benavidez a Mexican fighter?
Yo, when they thought I was lying when I said, "Oh boy, is Ecuadorian."
David Benavidez es un boxeador mexicano, considerando toda la controversia que hay sobre ese tema. Buena pregunta hiciste, ¿verdad? No, mira, Benavidez, con todo respeto, pues él es México norteamericano, ¿me entiendes? Habla español, efectivamente, pero en México no es conocido, en México no lo conoce nadie, ¿me entiendes?
For those that don't speak Spanish, he said in Mexico, they don't know him. You know, he's nice, he speaks Spanish, but he's North American. They don't know him in Mexico.
Con todo respeto, o sea, lo conoce la gente de boxeo, ¿me entiendes? Pero así que tú digas que la gente lo conoce Benavidez, pues no, la verdad, yo lo considero norteamericano, pero sí, pero se supone que él tiene raíces mexicanas, habla español, ¿me entiendes? Y ojalá y se gane el cariño de la gente de todos los mexicanos, porque lo merece. With all due respect, Benavidez is Mexican American. He's a great fighter, but in Mexico he's still an unknown, and that's just the way it is. I consider him North American, yes, but I hope that he can be able to be embraced by the Mexican fans and vice versa. And that way, he can keep growing. Ultimately, did in your eyes Canelo avoid that? Is that fair to say? Entonces, ante tu perspectiva, ¿Canelo lo está eludiendo a Benavidez? Pregúntaselo a Canelo, no me preguntes a mí, yo no somos...
I love Chavez, man. Pregúntale a Canelo. Pregúntase a mí. You know what I'm saying? I love Chavez, man. But yeah, yo. And yo, it would be Cookout Sean asking them questions, man. It really would be Cookout Sean that brought the burger buns. Y'all want that man to be the Mexican monster. Y'all the ones that want him to be Mexican. People like me, people like Drew, people like fucking Real Talk. That dude is not Mexican. Fuck is y'all talking about Mexican monster? That dude is not Mexican. Like, I'm not trying to be a hater, but like that's really how that shit break down. If I go to DR, they not going to say you Dominican. They going to say, no, you're American. We're Dominican. You're American. And it's the same. It's the same in many Caribbean countries, Latin American countries. Like, yeah, like y'all the ones trying to make him a Mexican monster.
It's the same thing with you saying Tiafimo's not from New York.
He not well, that's it. That was an easy one. That was an easy, like, bro. I could look at how that dude dressing. No, he ain't from New York. But it's real shit. You know what I'm saying? How you have a Mexican monster that the Mexicans don't know, according to Mexico? According to El Gran Campeón, the most well-known Mexican boxer in the history of Mexican boxing. He telling y'all that dude is not Mexican. They don't know him down there. I don't know that dude. Take that. He better be the monster after Saturday. Yeah, he could be the monster, but not the Mexican monster. Because he's as much Ecuadorian as he is Mexican. If we gonna do that, y'all don't call him the Ecuadorian monster. Only Jules does that.
The Ecuadorian Bigfoot, you know?
Sasquatch. Ecuadorian Sasquatch.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead with all that bullshit, man. You know, maybe that's why David looked a little bit sad at the press conference today. I don't know if y'all noticed it, that he looked a little bit sad, a little bit like, you know what I'm saying, dejected, right? Canelo chose to announce his news this week. Now that's all anybody talking about.
Canelo pulled a Floyd on him.
Yeah. That's all anybody talking about. Like, oh, Canelo about to fight Billy, or he about to fight Billy. That's all anybody talking about right now. Yeah, motherfucker. If you gonna mention me 1,000,000 times in the buildup of your fucking fight, I might as well drop my news. I'm as much a part of your fight as Zerto, motherfucker.
Funny shit is you talking all that shit. I'm a Las Vegas fighter, and they flexing your fucking tickets, and they not even open up the 200s or the 300s. Fuck out of here.
And you got dumbass Jose talking that bullshit. Yeah, Canelo's clout chasing us. Like, yeah, all right, bro. You just trying to find the dumbest shit to say possible, bro.
I guarantee you, Jules, no cartel fucking bosses are doing the private jet to come to his fight this weekend like Canelo's. None.
Nah, bro. That's why I'm like, yo, the thing about the white liberal media, like Sean Zattel, it's like the Iran shit, Drew. The people of Iran are happy at the military operation, but let the white liberals tell it. This is wrong. Just like the Venezuela shit. This is the people on the ground is happy. What the fuck is you talking about, right? Shit like that. It's the same with this. You trying to tell the Mexicans that he's the Mexican monster, and they don't even know him. They don't know him, bro.
You know what they're saying when they hear that? They're like, "A la verga, way."
A la verga. All right.
Yeah,
Shout out to
yeah.
motherfucking Deed. Inoue should go up to 126 instead of fighting Bam. You think so? How many people agree with that? Would you prefer to see Inoue go to 126, or would you like for him to stick around and fight Bam at 122?
I would like to see him say, "Beat Junto, then you get the fight."
No,
Yeah.
but based on the options that he has, would y'all prefer to see him stay at 122 for Bam, or would you prefer that he go to featherweight after this?
Stay at
Honestly, why?
122. Fuck them guys at 126
Yeah, I'm
that
about
don't
to
want to
say
fucking
it's more
unify.
likely he
Yeah.
lose at
Oh,
126.
hey,
So just stay
hey,
at 22, man.
yeah.
One at a
Hey, yo,
time,
Jules.
fellas. Y'all can't all answer at the same time. Go ahead, Trey.
So yeah, he better off staying at 122, man. Just leave
Okay,
126
so
alone.
1 for 122. Junior,
I'm gonna say stay at 122.
2 for 122. Country,
Yeah, I like him staying at 122 because Bam is the fight, man.
3 for 122. Drew, would you want him to stay at 122, or you want him to go to feather?
I want him to stay there because fuck them assholes that don't want to unify at 126.
So everybody wants him to stay at
Yeah.
122. I dig it. I agree with it. I do agree with it. I myself would prefer he stay at 122 because while I wouldn't mind seeing him go to 126, the problem is y'all didn't unify while he was gone. You didn't give him an incentive. Y'all are all really standing on line, single file, thinking that he's gonna fight all of y'all. No, he's not gonna do all that. If there was an undisputed champion up there, then it would have made sense. And y'all had plenty of time to do that, by the way. To like, okay, we're gonna take each other out. Last man standing gets the Inoue fight. Y'all didn't do that, so fuck off. Fuck off.
Or if there
Y'all
was
didn't
two
create no
unified,
buzz.
if there was two unified, like okay, one guy got two, the other guy got two. Let's go.
Like y'all didn't create no buzz for that fight is the main thing. That you didn't give him a guy to look up there and say, okay, that's the guy, that's the man up there. So I fuck y'all. I ain't going up there for what? I get the same money up there that I get down here, bro, because I'm the money. I get the same money. Y'all motherfuckers ain't worth nothing, so fuck y'all.
They expect him to do what Canelo did at 68. Like I did that already twice.
Exactly. Fuck that shit.
I'm-
You know what I'm saying?
That motherfucker eating popcorn like that Sidney Sweeney's
Yo,
ass.
Jules.
That shit a good motherfucker, man. I love popcorn. Go ahead, Junior.
Oh, what's that say? Did you hear about Figueroa? He pulled out of the well, not pulled out, but he basically said no to unifying with El Davino.
Really?
no.
They're not gonna do it?
No, because he said exactly word for word, I'm gonna go to Japan to go scout out Inoue.
Yo, that's whack. Yo, fuck him. Fuck that far-right bitch. Yo, fuck him, bro. That ruined my Saturday, bro. And you saying that shit, yo, listen, low key, he doing a Baumgartner. Who the fuck told you getting Inoue? Getting Inoue is not the reason you not fighting Divino, bro. Real shit, though. It's not. Do you got a contract from Inoue? Did you talk to somebody over there? Nah, right? So who the fuck told you, yeah, I can't fight him because I'm trying to fight him? Who the fuck told you gonna fight him? Damn, B. I really hope Inoue doesn't go up there because of that shit. Like, yeah, fuck them. None of them deserve to fight. None of them. None of them dudes up there deserve to fight. If you're not trying to unify your division, stop waiting for low ass people to move into your shit. Straight up. You don't got no contract, no offer. There have been no conversations, no dialogue for you to say, I can't fight somebody in my own division because I'm waiting on a super bantamweight. Fuck out of here, bro. That's a duck to me, too. That's a duck. Like, yeah, that's a straight duck.
Duck, and that's that homo shit.
That's a straight duck. So I guess we're not going to get a unification match. That was really the only hope of a unification happening at that weight because Turkey was willing to pay for that one. That was supposed to be for Canelo's undercard. If they can't get you to fight on Canelo's undercard, they can't get none of y'all to do nothing. Y'all going to spend the next year and a half saying that same shit. I'm waiting for Inoue. I hope he never move up now. Like, yeah, fuck that shit.
Yeah.
Don't move up. None of them deserve to fight. None of them.
Hey, did Nick Ball have a rematch clause with Figueroa?
No, because we would have heard about it by now.
That's right.
That was that was that was months ago, Drew. I mean, at minimum, that was like 2 months ago, 3 months ago that he lost that fight. That dude went into a fucking rock and hit under that shit, bro. You don't see, we ain't heard nothing about Nick Ball since that shit. Nothing about a comeback fight, nothing. It's a wrap for him. Damn, that's so disappointing, though. I was really looking forward to that fight. I'm glad I didn't make a video about it. Would have been a waste of fucking time.
Yeah, it would have been.
No, but we all know who would have won that fight. We all know who would have won that fight. Divino. Everything you got going for you, Brandon, he has that. What, that you're big and you throw a lot of punches. Yes, so is he. You hit kind of hard. Well, he hits harder. You would have lost that fight. I'm probably going to make a video addressing the duck, but that's about it. Because, yeah, that's a duck. That is a duck. You can't take a fight that you don't even know if you're going to have it and use it as a reason to not have another fight. That don't make no sense. You ain't talking to nobody over there, bro. You don't got no green light from nobody. Fuck is you talking about? Damn, 126 is a great division that sucks. It's a great division with great fighters that sucks because nobody want to do nothing. Maybe Divino, because Angelo Leo's fight is right around the corner. With Reese Alim. Maybe he could get the winner of that fight. If they take what remains of May off and June and start getting ready in late July, not even late July. Yeah, late July, all of August, maybe he could get the winner of that fight. Maybe he could get maybe. Go ahead.
What do you call it, Jules? Okay, I found one of the articles right here. I saw the post. I can't find the post, but I went online and found the article. Brandon Figueroa eyes Inoue Nakatani, not Espinoza. Boxing News 24. I can send you a link right now to the article.
Wow, that fucking sucks, bro.
Yeah.
But he could
Hey,
probably
Rennie,
get the. Good.
you think Turkey will do Susu and Espinoza Susu up for it?
Maybe. I mean, if Shushu's really up for a unification match, he the one
He
been
gotta
saying he
hurry
wants.
up. Yeah.
Yeah. No, and he's free too. Like, it's not like he got something going on. He don't got nothing going on. Yo, get him. He the one. He did say he want that fight. Get him. Why not? Brandon. What's gonna end up happening to Brandon? You know what's gonna happen? He's not gonna get the Inoue fight. That's obvious. He's gonna end up having to deal with that fucking Argentine, Mirko Coelho. He's gonna end up having to fight that dude. Because if you're not gonna unify with nobody using Inoue's name as an excuse, you're gonna hold on to that belt long enough that they're probably gonna order that fight at some point at the end of this year or next year. Yeah, you're gonna end up fighting him, and maybe he beats you because that dude got a lot of knockouts. That dude got a lot, and you know how the Argentines is, bro. Like, yeah, they fight crazy. That dude got a lot of knockouts. So wow, that's some sucker ass shit. I just seen an article that Drew was talking about Floyd Mayweather. It's in Ring Magazine. Like, yeah, they don't want to let him travel, so he may not get to have the Mike Zambides fight or the Mike
Poetic
Tyson fight.
justice. Him and fucking Adrian Broner. Poetic justice.
Honestly, yeah. When it rains, it pours. Like, so the Pacquiao fight is a wash. It looks like. And now the Mike Zambides fight might be a wash. So you don't get to make that money either. Wow, bro. Yo, Floyd, man. Wow. I mean, what haven't we said about Floyd, right, fellas? What haven't we said? Like, yo, man. All that shit was fake as fuck, man. You counterfeit as fuck, bro. You like a Canal Street Coach bag.
He was CB4. Remember that movie? He's CB4.
yo, try to tell you, like, you counterfeit as fuck, bro. All that shit was fake, man. All that money made that shit fake, bro.
Straight playing the character.
Yeah, like you Ted DiBiase, bro. You was Ted DiBiase with boxing gloves, bro.
$1 million man.
Everybody's got a price, right?
Yeah.
Yo, I don't feel sorry for him. Broner is going through a fucking all-week humiliation ritual, it seems, bro. Like, it's a bunch of videos of him and Dean
He
the
shaved
Great.
his beard and then tried to bum money for an Uber off somebody.
Yo, you know what? He got all them bumps on his face. He should have kept that beard. I see that shit like, yo, that shit nasty than a motherfucker, homie. Like you got scabs and shit like that. You got psoriasis all in your face. Yo, you probably should have kept that beard, homie. He tried to mac the bitches and shit. He's trying to mac. It's another one where he trying to mac a bitch in the street, and it's like, yo, that shit. I would say it's sad, but it's not. I really do feel that this is penance. This is punishment. The universe is paying you back for how you have been. That's what that is. It's not hard to connect the dots. The beauty of the digital era is that because everything's recorded, you can pull it up and you can see plain as day. If you psychic like me, this is karma. The universe is paying you back. That's all of it. All of it. For all the goofy, dumbass shit you did when you was, when you were better off, when you were doing well, that's what this is. And I don't feel sorry for you, bro. I don't.
Not at all.
And the worst thing is, like I said, you gonna fuck around and get shot. I'm telling you. I'm not wishing that on you. I hope it doesn't happen to you, but that's what I see. That you gonna fuck around and get shot. One day you're not gonna be holding your liquor. You gonna get on your boxing shit, and somebody that don't know how to box, somebody that don't know how to box.
One of these YNs just gonna fucking out.
I tell yo, because you gonna start, saying, get on your bladed stance and pop, pop, pop. I hope it doesn't happen to you, man. I don't want that to happen to you. Because I don't dislike you that much. But I'm just saying, like, yeah, like you wilding, yo. Like you're that guy. You're that guy that something like that happens to, bro. Like, yeah. Oh, Broner, he was such a good guy. They gonna have him on t-shirts and shit, man. I'm trying to tell you. Shout out to Jay. Why are we surprised? American fighters shit the bed. Word, right? Word. Ain't that the truth?
American fighters are starting to shit the bed.
Hopefully it
the
changed a little
Cubans.
bit. We got younger Abdullah Mason. Hopefully it changed a little bit.
No, yeah, I mean, like the saving graces, and we've talked a great deal about this, is that as we move further away from the Mayweather era, that we're moving away from that mentality of treating boxing like a heist. And we have Abdullah Mason, we have Richard Torres. Yeah, Richard Torres. Yeah, I mean, like as we move away from that, hopefully we start producing some decent fighters again. But man, yo, like, yeah, American fighters, that's another example that, like, yo, Brandon Figueroa, what do you want to do, fam? What makes you think you could use that man's name as an excuse? I don't even think he knows who you are, bro. I don't think he knows who you are. That's crazy, bro. I'll probably talk about that in the morning, but wow, man.
Yeah, I gotta go look at that. That's crazy.
Oh, yo, Joseph, I sent you I sent your DMs the article. So if you want to look at all that.
I'll go through that shit. The Floyd shit is crazy, man. Because you think the IRS would lock him up, Drew, if he don't pay that $7 million?
If they want to, this administration, if they want to embarrass him, yeah.
Wow, bro. Because he's not gonna be able to make the money to pay them. Like, nah, if you not doing if the Maypac shit is dead and you can't travel for Zambides, how you gonna get them that $7 million?
Jules, they locked up Wesley Snipes, remember?
Yeah, they did. You know what I thought, Drew? I thought the cash advances was to pay the $7 million. That's what I thought. I thought the cash advances was to pay them. Like, all right, here, hold that. Let me get that monkey off my back. Hold that, and we good now. Yo. So what you got cash advances for then, Floyd? Yo.
Ain't no telling what he be doing, man.
He's wild, bro. That fucked up.
Where he is smart, he aligned with the small hats, so they'll fleece him and keep him protected just to fucking be a fucking jester. Like he's over there, kissing the wall, shilling. Like, so
yeah, but the small hats wouldn't have got with him if he not worth nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, he not worth
exactly.
Nothing. His man's in them Jonah Rechnicks is doing. He's not gonna do a lot of time. He about to do like a year or something. That was his liaison to the small hats, was Jonah Rechnicks. So it's like, why would they keep this dude around? He ain't got no money. He ain't worth no money. Can't make no money. What they gonna do with him? I think he might get locked up, bro. He might get locked up.
They might do
That's
some of
fucked up.
those. They might extract value somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? You know what they like to do. Mm-hmm. You know what they like to do, Jules.
Yo,
That's
dog.
insane.
They ain't about to baby oil Floyd. Like, nah, come on now. I do 50, bro. I do 50. That's gross. But yo, that's fucked up, man. A lot of shit is coming out fucked up. It didn't even take long when you think about it. Floyd hasn't actually been retired that long because the last official fight was the McGregor fight. So that's like what, 8, 9 years ago. And it's
Yeah.
like, yo, it didn't take long for the bubble to burst. It really didn't. Not really. Like, yeah, that's not a lot of time. Damn, dog. Yo,
Yeah.
Money Yaya gonna have to get a job, bro. His daughter gonna have to get a job, like at
Money,
Books a
yeah,
Million.
yeah.
Money Yaya, Money Yaya about to. She better go on Indeed, yo. You know what I'm saying?
When was the McGregor fight? 2017.
2017,
Yeah.
bro.
A couple hundred million he got, and he blew through that in less than fucking 10 years.
He blew through that, or Al Heyman blew through that.
I mean,
You
he's
know what I
making
mean?
300 million.
Oh,
Making
hey,
300
man,
million
that's
a
a
month.
different type of motherfucker. Yeah.
You know what I'm
Hey,
saying, bro? And you know, people keep asking, okay, well, if Al stole the money, why isn't he suing Al? Because by now Al spent the money, you fucking idiots. If you try to get it from Al, you're not gonna get anything. Let me sue Al Heyman for this money that he spent already.
No, you
No,
know what
let
else?
me
No, you're forgetting, Jules. Al Heyman has the contracts that they say UFC and Zuffa are going to use, where you can't sue. You got to go to arbitration. They
no.
don't love to
I'm
mention
just
that.
I'm playing devil's advocate, Drew. Right? Like I know that Al Heyman protected himself. That's why you're not suing him. I know that. But just on the premise that, okay, even if that protection was not there, why would you not go after Al? Because he fucked the money off already, bro. What do you think? He's got it hidden in his mattress? They acting like Al got that money under the bed in a sneaker box. You see? Like, nah, you're not going to sue Al for that and get it. Who you can sue is Showtime. Like, well, you could try. It's not like the shit ain't gonna work. Like you not gonna get no money from them, but you would sooner get something from them than you're not gonna get anything. But you would sooner get something from them than Al. Like that money's in the wind, bro. Al spent that shit on designer dildos and commercial real estate, bro. That shit is out of here, bro. Al spent that shit on Wawas in the Midwest, bro. Like, yeah, that money's out of here,
Yeah.
bro. You ain't gonna get you ain't getting that shit back. Damn, to have made that much and have nothing to show for it, bro. Incredible.
Yeah,
Incredible, bro.
that
That's
shit sad
another
to hear.
example. That's another example that anybody could go broke, man. Anybody can go broke. It doesn't matter what you were making. Anybody could go broke. Damn.
You know what's crazy?
Flo-
Like this time, instead of it being like a woman like driving you like an athlete to brokenness, it's themselves and then a manager doing that. That's one of the crazy
Well, with
parts about it.
Floyd, yeah, because with Floyd was at least smart enough not to trust these bitches. I give him points for that because that's usually how a lot of guys get got is fucking with these bitches. Floyd at least understood well enough that these bitches ain't shit. But damn, man, Al fleeced you, bro. He fucking fleeced you. The
Yeah,
Niz is saying that shit too. Shout out
I
to
know,
Niz.
right? She's saying that
J
he
Money
flew
said
on the farm. You know,
J Money said at least Mayfeather still has all his faculties. Yeah, pretty soon the IRS is gonna take them shits. They're gonna take his faculties, bro. They're gonna start taxing his brain cells. Like, yo, that shit is
You know what's
fucked up, man.
crazy?
And,
Hey,
Freak,
that shit.
yeah,
freaking Mayweather
yeah.
has more balls than the Joker, bro. Because I remember one episode on the Joker saying, "I'm not crazy enough to mess with the IRS," and he paid them. It was from that. It was from the animated cartoon.
I saw
Freaking.
that episode. I saw that episode. That's the one where his arch nemesis played a practical joke on him, made him think he was rich, and then
Yeah.
you know, he set it up to where the IRS would tax that. I remember that episode. I remember that episode. I was real big on that series.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Trey.
No, I was just saying, like, man, I'm 28. I can remember being young and like starting to get into boxing shit. About middle school, high school, thinking Floyd was that shit, man. You get older, and now you seeing this shit. That shit just like,
I'm gonna tell you something, bro. All the
man,
people that we thought had money, all the people that we thought, that's all the celebrities and entertainers. That's all of our athletes right?
Mm.
Most of them is not as rich as we thought. The only ones that really
Yeah,
was
hell
as
no.
rich as we thought is Mike Jackson. He was that rich.
That nigga was up. Yeah.
He was that rich because he bought the Beatles whole like, bro, the dude was rich. Let me make a long story short. That dude really had money. It was Mike Jackson, Michael Jordan. Yeah, Mike don't ever got to do nothing, bro. Mike don't even got to fart. He could pay somebody to fart for him. He's paid like that. But a lot of the actors, a lot of the actors and a lot of the other athletes, they wasn't really as rich as we thought, bro. They said that Nicolas Cage filed for fucking bankruptcy. I would have Nick Cage. That dude was in
Damn.
like 1 trillion movies, bro. And they say, yo, that dude owed mad people money. Mickey Rourke. Mickey Rourke was in Expendables not that long ago. And turns out, yo, he was broke too. He was broke. Didn't have no money. I guess these actors really don't make the kind of money that we thought. I just kind of, when I was young, I just kind of figured that actors is swimming in millions. Apparently not. Apparently not. So I don't really feel bad for them. I still chalk it up. I still chalk it up to poor money management, because with the money that they do make, as an example, you could buy a patch of land anywhere in Iowa, Wyoming, Utah, or West Virginia and build a house. Or dirt cheap, by the way. Like, with the money y'all got, for the average person, that would be difficult to do. But with the money y'all got, you could do that. You could build a house and they can't take it away from you. But y'all want to live in the Palisades. Y'all want to live in, y'all want to live lavish. So, right? So, hey, I mean, this is gonna be that way. If you want to live lavish, if you live below your means, you make that money stretch.
Yeah, you'd be surprised.
Liz is going crazy tonight.
I think she's in heat, man.
Bro, she's in heat every live, but she really going crazy tonight. Heat every night, bro.
Yeah, no, I don't know. I try to. I got to get her fixed, man. Her and her sister both, because this shit's ridiculous.
Oh, yo, Jules, what do you call on Netflix? There's a new movie called Apex. You gotta watch it. It's pretty badass.
You seen the trailer for Resident Evil, the new one?
No, I haven't. But I saw this movie about some hungry hippo though. It's a movie about like a hippo going crazy, killing people. It's kind of like Anaconda and like Lake Placid.
Bro, listen, bro. I ain't gonna go to the movies to watch no motherfucking hippo, bro. Like,
it looks pretty good though, bro.
A hippo. Well, I'll see. The Resident Evil shit look good, bro. That shit look crazy. I love a zombie movie, bro. That's my shit. I love zombie movies and shit.
Yeah, I ain't tapped in. I ain't seen the Resident Evil one.
Yeah, it looks good. The trailer looks good, like it's brand new. It's darker. It's darker than the old movies. Like, it look even darker than that. So I'm like, yeah, I'll fuck with that. I'll fuck with that.
My question is, who's gonna play Leon Kennedy? That's what I wonder.
I don't know if they're going that route where they're gonna use the characters from the movie, like Claire Redfield and shit, Jill. I don't know if they're gonna do that, because this looked like a random dude that got caught in it. It looked like this is a random dude. They putting you in the perspective of a random dude that's in Raccoon City, and I guess he got caught up. Now he got to survive. You know what I mean? But yeah, that shit look good. And yeah, man. Think we can end the live on that, because I'm going to sleep. I'll see y'all on the next one.
All right, fellas. Have a good night. Night, Jules.
Yeah, have a good night.
Take it away. Take it away, country.
Good night, everybody, man. Have a great night.